tonight. Last outing for Brooklyn. They won that game against in that game. It added up to a phenomenal win.
Dramatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building that carried them.
I love the way they went and got it.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
And I think everyone knew the Bucks would be much improved last season, but to see the jump into the middle of the playoff picture, I think that took everybody by surprise.
And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Freak, he's in at the point. Antetokounmpo out there with Miles Plumlee. Then it's John Henson, and it's Bayless in at the shooting guard. For the Bucks and their improvement, usually you see incremental progress. Even after losing key players, Clark, they shot up the standings.
And part of that, Kevin, was just growing as a team, coming together, and also improving the roster. Another part was that they were better than their record showed 2 years ago. Player development is part of the improvement.
Pass to Bogdanovich. The tray. Sloan shot is off. Bucks trail by 3. Freak kicks to Henson. There's 1:54 left to play in the first. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Nets have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Freak. That one off the back iron and out. Brooklyn leading by 5. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Brooklyn. He told me that he's looking forward to this matchup. Their first look at this team so far this season. He said they'll look to play up defensively. As usual, their length and shot blocking a great deterrent inside. Kevin?
Great stuff, Doris. Thanks. That's a mantra we're going to hear, I think, a lot from coaches. Defense first.
You know, we always do, but it really rings true with this group. When they get all 5 guys keyed in at the defensive end, I think they make things very difficult for the opponent.
Yeah, and I think every single possession is going to be a battle in this one. That's what I'm expecting anyway.
There's a screen by Robinson. The dish now to Young. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Trying his luck deep. Brooklyn with the rebound. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Dishes it to Bogdanovich. He kicks it to Sloan. Lets it go from 11, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Here is Bayless. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. There's Freak. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And we heard from John Henson before the game, a player on the rise. He feels he still has...
Defensively, offensively.
Well, it sounds like he still feels like he has something to prove, Greg, but a platoon swap here for Milwaukee. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they come in off the loss to the Raptors.
And I don't care how much you grind it out defensively. When you shoot it that poorly, you're going to struggle to win games.
Well, it's not only going to be a struggle, it's going to be virtually impossible if you shoot as poorly as they did.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. Freak in at point guard. Plumlee out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Jared Bayless, and it's Henson in at the 5 spot. Nets trail by 4.
Brook Lopez, guys, started the season as the starting center for the Nets last year, but it didn't end up that way.
Here's Young. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Young's got 6.
Nice. On time and on target.
Here's Freak. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And taking a look here at the numbers for Antetokounmpo. A very nice season for him last year. He was around 12 points per game last year. 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. Just solid all-around performances we've been seeing from him, delivering night in and night out.
And you know, that's what stars do. It isn't always about scoring 50 points. It's about making plays consistently. You know, the Nets really kind of drifted along for the first part of last season, treaded water, but after the All-Star break, they stepped on the gas, put themselves right back in the playoff picture.
And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Kilpatrick.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Kicks it to Sloan. 1:16 left to play here in the half. Feeds it to Young. Can't hit. Nets have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second.
So that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
As you mentioned, the Nets were great after the break, had the 3rd best record post-All-Star break in the East.
Yeah, and how about winning 13 of their first 22 after the break? And sometimes with a new coach and system, it takes a while to kind of figure things out. And that seemed to be the case with the Nets last year.
And Lopez throws it down hard.
Tell you what, coaches love to see that kind of hustle, guys. I mean, getting after it on the offensive boards, that's always a winning play.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The hustle's great, guys, but I think we all prefer to see the finish when you can go up and throw it down like that.
Nets trail by 3. 26 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Bogdanovic. Wide open look. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Freak passes to Plumlee. He feeds it to Bayless. 13 feet away. And another basket for Milwaukee.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Sloan. The shot is off. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the...
Kevin, we have...
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. They've got Young. He's out there with Robinson. Bogdanovic out there with Donald Sloan. And it's Kilpatrick in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. There's the feed to Sloan. Just 5 on the clock. Takes a 3. Here's Bogdanovic. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once, and it had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his team.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Freak. And that one comes up a bit short.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Young, a screen on Henson. Here's Sloan. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
Nets trail by 9. There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Kilpatrick. He dishes it to Robinson. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And Thomas Robinson has been on a lot of teams here in his short time in the league. Not easy to find a spot when you're always getting moved.
And for Robinson, the trades weigh on him as well. Clark, you said last.
Well, you know, he's yet to find the right fit for a team, but the skill set is clearly there. I mean, he's an NBA player. There's no doubt about that. Looked great for Philadelphia near the end of the year as he got minutes with them.
Bucks leading by 8. Antetokounmpo kicks to Freak. Fires it up. A rebound by the Nets. They're getting their first look at the season at the Bucks in this one.
And they lost the season series against this squad last year, so trying to bounce back here tonight.
Yeah, and 2 mid-tier teams trying to get a leg up in the conference, guys. We'll see what happens.
Bayless dishes to Antetokounmpo. It'll count. No good on the buzzer beater. Shots continuing.
Ladies and gentlemen,
thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game.
substitution on the court.
5 seconds left in the fourth. Setting the floor for the Bucks. The dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward. Freak is out there with Chris Middleton, and it's Monroe in at the center position.
The 2K Sports postgame show.